The alumni of St. Meinrad have gathered to celebrate their affiliation and love for this holy place. And since 1990, the St. Meinrad Alumni Association has been conferring the Distinguished Alumnus Award to an alumnus or alumna who has, among other things, provided exemplary service in his or her life and or profession that reflects the core values of St. Meinrad. I'm pleased to recognize past recipients of the Distinguished Alumnus Award who are present with us this evening. First, John Boucher with us from D.C. and from the ordination class of 1961, honored in 2014. John, please stand. And Bishop Gerald Gettelfinger from Evansville, also from the ordination class of 1961, was honored in 2006 as a distinguished alumnus. Welcome back. Now I'd like to invite Father Denis to present this year's Distinguished Alumnus Award.
They've given me a speech. I'm not supposed to diverge from the speech at all. That's what I've been told by the alumni office.
That won't bother you.
It won't bother me.
No.
It also doesn't keep me from saying what I want to say before the speech. So let me just make two comments on the evening. This is a lovely evening, and it's always a wonderful evening. I said St. Meinrad is the only place where a tornado warning alarm can go off and nobody even looks up from their whatever. When somebody plays pass the salt. It's true during the year too. You know, that thing goes off with some regularity. And I'm up in the 5th floor and I'm always like, do I want to get up? Do I want to go down? Yeah, I better make a good example for the others. So if we had had to evacuate, I would have made a good example for you. Fortunately, we didn't because you didn't care. So tonight we present our Distinguished Alumnus Award, or the DAA, as it's in this little book. And I'm going to tell you a funny Distinguished Alumnus story, okay? Several years ago, we presented a distinguished I've been doing this for 17 years, so several years ago, we gave a Distinguished Alumnus Award, and it was very interesting because when we presented the award, I said, I don't know who this is. I've never heard of him before in my life, but he's distinguished. Well, it turns out that he and I had met every single year in Rome in a restaurant, a particular restaurant in Rome, every single year forever. Wow. And we talked and we laughed, and he would tell me about his job and what have you. And I'm like, that's funny. I'm like, I have no idea. I had no idea what the dude's name was. I mean, it was embarrassing. And he was our distinguished alumnus for that year. I didn't know he was an alumnus at all. Okay. I hope he's still alive. I do know our distinguished alumnus for this evening, and I have a lot of stories I could tell.
One story.
But here's the script. I'm going to stick to the script. Don't worry. You're all right. I'm going to stick to the script. Okay. Deacon Chris Malone was a deacon candidate in the very first cohort of deacons to graduate from the permanent deacon formation program here at St. Meinrad. He was ordained for the Diocese of Richmond, Virginia on February 22nd, 2003 at the Cathedral of the Sacred Heart, where he now serves as deacon. Shortly after ordination, Deacon Malone was appointed as the deacon for the Central Vicariate, assisting the last 3 bishops and the deacon directors and administering the largest number of deacons in the 3 vicariates. He is a very passionate man about the permanent diaconate, And as a new deacon formation cohort began to form in the Diocese of Richmond, Deacon Malone served as a member of the formation team and helped with the selection and evaluation of aspirants and candidates. He's also a very generous person, as you will soon see, always giving his time and sharing his gifts with others. History. He graduated from the College of William and Mary with a bachelor's degree in history and went on to earn a law degree from the University of Virginia School of Law. Deacon Malone is the vice president and partner in his firm, Thompson McMullen, and he works with the homeless population and provides pro bono legal services to clients in need of legal assistance and assists regularly in the formation of new nonprofits to aid the poor, including the local St. Vincent de Paul chapters. He was the 2016 John C. Kenny Pro Bono Award recipient from the Richmond Bar Association, a reward presented annually to individuals or firms that show a dedication to pro bono legal services to the greater Richmond poor and underserved. Y'all right there? Okay. He and his late wife fostered international refugee children for many years and adopted 3 of their 5 children. He has experience with the process of adoption and maintains an extensive adoption and family law practice. Deacon Malone has admission to the U.S. Supreme Court and all Virginia courts. He has been recognized by the Best Lawyers in America and Super Lawyers Virginia list, top 100 and top 50 for many years. Well, I don't know that that's much of an accomplishment, actually. As a parish deacon, he serves on the parish council as chair of the Social Justice Committee, leads various prayer groups, and visits the sick and homebound. Deacon Chris is also involved with the parish's Haiti Committee. He has been to Haiti numerous times, maintains ongoing relations with the twin parish in Carsade, is that right? Haiti, and coordinates visits. He also oversees the annual grant process for distribution of funds to local agencies and programs serving the needs of the area poor. The cathedral is surrounded by the Virginia Commonwealth University, where he supports parish ministry and campus ministry. He serves as president of the St. Francis Home Board of Directors and serves in ministry of providing an assisted living facility for the poorest elderly residents. Deacon Malone serves on the board of directors of Chesterfield Alternatives Incorporated to provide housing for developmentally disabled and chronically mental ill individuals. Over his lifetime, Deacon Malone has made a difference in countless lives, from the children he fostered to the special needs individuals he helps provide housing for. So it is my honor, my great honor, to present this Distinguished Alumnus Award for 2024 to Deacon Chris Malone. He wants to know if he can make a plea for a bottle. Always a lawyer. Oh. Please go right ahead. Oh, you have it written down.
Well, a few notes.
Okay.
It's only like 3 pages.
Okay.
God's expressing his opinion about this as we speak, so I think we'll let God's judgment control. Thunder and lightning is not always a sign of great support. I am a lawyer by trade, so I do everything by the hour. But like most lawyers, my billable hours don't have 60 minutes, so this will be short. I do want to say that I do accept this award happily on behalf of the members of the ordination class of 2003 in the Catholic Diocese of Richmond. Many of them are still in ministry, and some have gone home to glory. But I want to accept this on their behalf because we did it together. We were not only the first deacon formation class for St. Myron, you may not know that we were also the first deacon formation class for the Diocese of Richmond. Up until the time that it was discerned that we could approach formation of deacons in a specific way, in a systematic way, there was a great deal of skepticism in the Diocese of Richmond about whether or not forming an ordained ministry of permanent deacons was the appropriate thing. The skepticism was not only held by our bishop and most of our entire presbyterate, but also by our laity. And because of that, when it came time to decide how we would proceed with formation, it was really, really important that we make the right choice. And we were very, very blessed to have the opportunity. I was very blessed. I didn't participate in that decision, but I benefited from it. To have the opportunity to have St. Meinrad conduct our formation. Because of that uncertainty and that skepticism, it was really, really important that we have a formation program that was credible, that addressed all four dimensions of formation for ministry, a program that was rigorous. We'll get to that in a minute. A program that was theologically and doctrinally sound, but most of all, a program that was grounded in prayer and the call to humble service, that concept of kenosis. Any doubt at all about where we were headed as to how our formation was going to proceed was resolved in our very, very first class. We were privileged to have Father Denis as the director of the deacon formation program at that time. And he came to us in Richmond, and the plan was that we were going to tape all of the classes. And about 2 hours into the first class, and we had weather just like this that day, and we had to retire from the church we were meeting in. We went to an elementary school. We were all seated in small little chairs. And Father Denis at one point in time said, "Turn off the tape. There's something I need to say." You may not remember this.
I do.
You do remember. I won't say all of what you said. Okay? What Father Denis said is, ladies and gentlemen, this is a Benedictine program. The train is about to pull out. You better get on board. And you better get on board because we're not ordaining any dumb deacons. And that threat was fulfilled over 4 years. We were very blessed to have the great benefit of so many of the monks from St. Meinrad who came to us for formation. There are great memories that we have from that time. We had the blessing of being out here from time to time for homiletics and also for retreats. All of us here know Father Garrick's major phrase, "Slay your darlings." In every formation class, we have reminded folks when they study homiletics of that great phrase from Father Garrick. We were told time and time again, remember, it's not about you, it's about Jesus Christ. And we carry that message forward because we learned it so well here. We were also reminded that the invitation to ordination to the diaconate or the priesthood is not an invitation to coronation. And some say it might be an invitation to crucifixion. We've heard that once or twice. That's an invitation to surrendering yourself in service to Christ. We benefited greatly from that. I benefited personally greatly from that. We're all grateful in Richmond to have had the opportunity to be the proverbial guinea pigs. We weren't guinea pigs, it was not experimental, it was well thought out. And we were deeply blessed to have those that came to us. And we're blessed again now because, happily,